Hey guys, ciao, dobro dan. We're gonna go walking again. It's January 10th, and it's raining out. So I don't know if this is gonna work so good, but we're gonna try. Today I had a couple of people I had to see, so I had to walk over here in the rain, and now I'm heading back. Today there's a number of protests, so we're gonna stay clear of all that. And of course, I'm going to probably have to wipe the lens down every now and then. So it's been a few days since I've spoken to anybody. So that's why my tongue's not working very well yet. Especially to speak any kind of Serbian word, which is an unnatural mouth movement for me. I do love the rain. So I'm from Los Angeles, as you guys probably know. And if you don't know, Los Angeles is going through a terrible firestorm right now. Terrible. It happens every year. Every year there's fires. So honestly, there's no excuse for what's happening right now. I mean, inevitably something's going to get burnt, but it should never be the way it is right now, where there's no water available in the pipes. So I don't know if you know, but Los Angeles, it's the irrigated desert. It's literally the desert, and there's no substantial amount of native water. It's all brought there from up north. So water comes from the Colorado, comes from Washington, and it travels a couple states to get there. There's a movie called Chinatown, Jack Nicholson. It's from like the early 70s. And the backstory, he's a detective, but from the backstory is actually of that monumental task of bringing water to Los Angeles. A man named Mulholland did that. Not by himself, of course. Financed it. So yeah, I'm curious of what this is going to become. I don't know, the rumor is that this is going to be some kind of a Trump project. I guess we'll see. Yeah, so what's happening in Los Angeles is really upsetting. That's why it's on my mind right now. And also why I'm very, very happy to be in Serbia. Very happy to be in Belgrade. You know, I don't mind saying that it seems odd to me what's happening there now in Los Angeles. It's similar to what's happening or what happened in Maui, where it's just really suspicious where the fires burned. And again, I'm just more and more conspiratorial all the time, but I could be totally wrong. It is a natural thing. It's a natural occurrence. I mean, the Native Americans, they didn't build in the hills of Los Angeles because they knew there were fires. And of course, LA was once Mexico, and they didn't build in the hills like that. You know, that's why Los Angeles is in the middle of a valley, far away from the hills. downtown LA. And these fires start in the hills or on the coast. The hills of the coast. And it seems like there's such a homeless problem right now, which again is it's the saddest thing ever, and there's no excuse for this in our modern society. But the homeless, you know, they light fires. They light fires to keep warm, but they also light fires to be malicious. Because they're mad that they're homeless. Most of the current homeless, I would say like probably 70% of them, they're not professional homeless people. They haven't been on the street for years. They're newly homeless because of the after effects of COVID-19 lockdown. Businesses going under. Income's going away. Yeah, we don't like that. These are all things that, you know, should be correct. Of course, it's my belief. That's why I chose to be on Earth at this point in time, which is like a great awakening, a change of society, a change of humans' spiritual outlook on life. It's like the one thing about, you know, capitalism, which I think capitalism is a good thing. I think competition is a good thing. But there's something to be said about a world of cooperation too. And I think both these things can exist simultaneously. But currently they don't. In fact, right now it's like in America, once you're born, you're on your own. That's why healthcare is so expensive. Alright, I got a question. Recently I started seeing blue buses. So I know the green bus, that one that just passed us, that's electric. And the red buses, that's what I'm used to seeing here. But about a month ago I started seeing blue. Maybe I never paid attention. What's the blue bus? I know, like, even the E2, which is red, it's like an express. Alright, I gotta clean the lens. I love it. See that? It's like the first screensaver I ever had. That's so cool. Yeah, I love that. So I was just warned that there's going to be protests. So I'm walking away from that area. And they're protesting as far as I understand. This collapse of a train station facade that happened in Novi Sad last year due to somebody trying to save money, obviously, and not doing the job right. It's interesting to me that, you know, people are still protesting this. Of course, you know, again, I never paid attention to protests so much in America, but they don't seem to last as long. Of course, Just Stop Oil. Those guys, they keep doing it. Look at this. New Year's Eve fair. Might be hard to see this glare here. There's the cinema, you know. Yeah, I don't want to stand too close to the curb right now. Get splashed. Oh, come on. So I've been having fun making these videos. I haven't put any very little effort into it and just kind of like going with the flow, which is why it's been fun. But oh look, they're assembling here. So this right here, they're assembling for the protest. But my next thing that I want to do for fun, video-wise, is I want to do an interview show. And the main reason is I want to talk about those subjects that many people don't think about. My number one is pre-birth planning. And that's the concept that we all chose our lives and we knew what we were getting into before we came here. It's very interesting to me. And I think it interests other people, so that's something I'm gonna talk about. Yeah, one thing that's nice about cloudy days or when you're shooting video, it makes for a nice contrast. But I feel like this camera, because I don't have a I don't have any kind of weather bezel on it. And it might be fogging up inside. It's hard for me to tell on this tiny little LCD screen it has. So I just surpassed 100 subscribers. This morning I had 102. And that's because you guys are doing me such a gracious favor by hitting the subscribe button. And you're actually interested in what I'm doing here. Which, I mean, I appreciate so much. I can't even tell you. I'm trying to monetize this channel, and it takes a long time. And even once you're there, you know, YouTube doesn't pay a lot. But there are people that are making a lot of money on YouTube, but there's very few that are like a one-man show. There's some, but a lot of them are actually pretty organized. And it's almost like, you know, the way they would do production for the news when it was a broadcast television. And they're just posting it on YouTube instead. Look at these kids. That's cute. It's surrounded here. Gotta pull ahead. Otherwise I get sucked into the gaggle of kids. We're going to cross the street over here. I want a dinosaur umbrella. Alright you guys, I have a little bit of business to do, and I'll see you in a few minutes.